As is tradition, I'll start with mic noise rattling as I realign my microphone. Hello, hello, hello. It is 2 hour track challenge, and it is Wednesday. And I'm just getting set up. My computer crashed while working in Unity, so I just restarted it. And we're gonna get going in just a minute. Welcome. I don't know what to say in these intros. It's like there's nobody in the chat, so it's just like, what do I do? It's been a weird day. It's been one of those days where you wake up and you're just in a bad mood for no reason. Like maybe I had a dream where I was just super pissed off about something, and then I wake up and it's like it transfers over into your waking day. And it's like I've spent all day kind of fighting that feeling that everything is horrible when it really isn't. So, good day. And yeah, like I said, Unity just crashed my computer, so I'm putting everything back up. And we'll be good. Oh yeah, I should check Twitch, make sure that I am actually streaming. Yay! Yay! Good. Okay. It was just announced that me and a buddy of mine, Vince, are doing a collaboration project, and this is the first collaboration that I've really done. So, it's pretty cool. We've only gotten one song that we started so far, but we started it last week. And he's been dumping stuff into my Dropbox, which is why I need to pause my Dropbox, because otherwise I will just get my bandwidth will be saturated with downloads. So we've got the piano going. I can just test the levels there. Excuse me. So I have been going pretty hard on the game development over the last couple weeks or days. So music is not entirely on my mind. So this will be an interesting stream to see if I can get back into the stream of consciousness, or the flow, whatever you want to call it. Streaming now. Letting my friend know. I think, nope, Twitch did not announce it. 2 hour track challenge is starting in a few minutes. Stream is live now. So, just getting set up. I've got a couple minutes left. I like to start a little early just to let people filter in, because I know those emails don't go out right away. And, that's just how it is. So, just getting it all set up. I'm surprised. I haven't really watched any of my really early recordings of this, but I know that my process and system has gotten a lot better than how it was in the past. Somebody's saying the stream is broke. Let me double check that. Let's see. Dashboard. No, that's Twitch Alerts dashboard. Technology. Let's see. So, dashboard. It seems to be working for me. No, okay. Test. Okay, well. Seems to be working. Seems to be working for me. Hi, Oko Shiko. I got that. seems to be going fine. So, and hey, Doodle Dude, nice to see you again. I recognize your name. So yeah, I'm always crazy paranoid that the Twitch stream just isn't working because of that one time where it didn't work and I had a really good recording, and that bummed me out. So, yeah. Just let him. That sucks. So, it's an auspicious day because I have been going every Wednesday through the composition quest log, and I've got one left. And it is Make It Modulate. Change keys in the middle of a composition using any form of modulation you'd like. So that should be interesting. I've done modulation in several of the tracks before during the past couple months, and not really kind of like a hard one where it stays there, but it definitely bounces between keys. So actually my lady just got home, so I'm going to go say hi real quick. Be right back.
Well, I was going to get on camera.
You're going to get on camera?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
That's what I was going to do.
I'll be busy for 2 hours or so. Yep. Yeah, this is Ableton. I figure we got like 2 minutes left, so I'm going to bounce over to Ableton. I have my favorite, the giant piano, which is what I use. I love it. It's awesome. Because you can modulate the tone between the soft and the hard. It's really nice to get. Yep. So timer up. Oh, hey, good. The SoundCloud logo wasn't loading. Okay, I'm not really sure what I'm going to be producing this time. I don't have a ton of ideas. In the past, I've done mostly down-tempo. I've done some ambient on stream. Kind of like chill stuff is more or less what I'm doing for the most part, just because when you get into EDM, it requires a lot of sound design, which requires a lot more time. But when you're just doing like a down-tempo like jam, or when you're doing there we go, microphone, when we're doing something like, let's see, what are some of the ones I like? Something Borrowed was one of the challenges, and I think that was just kind of like a chill track where but for this one, I have no idea what I'm going to do. So all I know is that I need to modulate halfway through the song. So basically, I can go from C major, and I can modulate to the dominant, which would be F major. And really, the only difference between those two keys is the F sharp. So. So it's basically just do a key change somewhere in there. The robot thing. Is that the one where I tried to drink a little bit and I just got really tired? That was the song ended up being pretty fun, but I don't know how many drunk streams I'm gonna do. I'm not a very fun drunk, at least when I have just a moderate amount. Maybe if I have a lot, it's better. But yeah, I love Contact. I only have I bought Complete 9 a long time ago. Oh, it's 4:01. Okay, so I'm going to start the stream. We can keep chatting though. So you guys, I bought I minimized it, didn't I? I bought Complete 9 a while ago, and yeah, it's worked out pretty well for me so far. So I really don't have much of a direction in this one. The problem with like doing a theory-based... Oh, hey Amy. Sorry that your computer's not working, but the problem with doing a theory-based challenge is that it doesn't limit like the creative potential at all. Like when you're doing like the music box one, it's like, well, you kind of know what you have to do. But in this case, I don't know if I'm going to try to find like a drum loop first. Hey, what the hell? I like that. I don't know what tempo that is, though. Around 105. Or so. No, maybe 104. Or I can always just... Oh! Thank you for the follow. I don't know how to pronounce that. There's no vowels in there. How are you supposed... You can't pronounce that. Oh man, that's the worst. I've definitely been there. So let's see, if we put this to 104, I think that's... No, maybe 105. 106. I think that's the right... Nope, let's try 107. Yeah. So I'm not sure if this is really what we're going to keep, but I figure it's a good start. Also, like I said, I'm probably going to stick with the more chill stuff this time around. Yeah, I love Ableton too. I actually started, well, a long time ago. I was using a MIDI-based program called Noteworthy Composer. I got the... Oh, Okoshiko is following as well. Thank you very much, Okoshiko. And I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Let's get some tunes in here. I started a long time ago using a piece of software called Noteworthy Composer. What am I looking for? Vintage Keys. I opened it before. And it was awesome. And that's kind of what I learned music on. You actually wrote on sheet music. Oh, let's try. So I like this, but it's a little loud. So. I kind of like that progression. It's simple, and like I mentioned before, I'm kind of in a weird mood today, so simple might be the best route. Why does this sound weird? Hey Kendo, how you doing? And yeah, this is just a breakbeat that I grabbed. Like it's. My favorite plugin right now, I am really jamming out to the Valhalla Room. Yeah, thanks Kendo. It's just a weird mood. I kind of like bouncing between these two chords. So this is basically an F major 7 and a C major 7. So which means that I can stay in the C major pentatonic. Well, let's just lay down some chords first. That's probably I tend to get ahead of myself sometimes. So we'll set up a loop point here. So we can just have this go for a couple bars. And really, these first 2 loops, I'm just thinking about doing the bass chords. Hey, yep. Oh, hey, Vince. Oh, it didn't record all those notes because I think I hit it too early. I think I said hi, Vince. Sorry, I was like in the middle of recording something. Yeah, I bought Valhalla about a month ago now, and I think I've used it in almost every stream that I've done since. So now, since I have the chords, I can mess around with them a little bit more. And I use the pedal because I rely on the pedal too much. I like this chord progression because it seems really basic. But it's actually, it's not complicated, but you know. So this is kind of like the basis for something. I'm going to do a little bit of sound design on these drums now, though, because I'm probably going to add my own drums in to bolster this. So I just kind of want this as background dressing. I struggle with the bass guitar like every stream, and this stream I have a feeling is not going to be an exception. But the only way to learn is to suck a lot at it, right? That's the... Oh yeah, it helps if I plug it in. Yeah! So, what notes are we playing here? There's some cool stuff you can do with that. Yeah, I'm not a super great bass guitar player yet. I'm definitely planning on getting there. But right now it's kind of a work in progress. I'm hoping to have some time to like devote to practicing. But there's a lot of stuff going on. So I thought of using my little egg shaker again for more rhythm. So I'm going to grab that. I should really just leave that. Should really just leave that over here. And again, I have no rhythm, which is a failing on my part, but you know. And really, I just need a couple bars of this. For some reason, everything records at a weird offset. I don't know if it's my sound card having issues like keeping up. But I can just go like this, that's fine. Start here. Loop. Position 1 0 0 2 2 0 0. No, there we go. I'll push that over to the right to offset the drums on the left. That works pretty well. I kind of want to push this more into time. Like, for those not familiar with my general process, I generally just add a bunch of layers, like in one loop, and then I take that and I kind of like stretch it out over, you know, a section, and then if I have the time, I iterate on that. So right now I'm just like trying to figure out how many layers I can dump in here. I also wanted to stretch this out a little bit more, so I have this. Really, this is, yeah, I'm adding too much complexity. But, you know, and speaking of Silky Smooth for that, I'm actually gonna try to smooth it out a little bit more. There we go, insert. And I'm sorry this is all so small. I'm actually on a 4K monitor with things blown up, but for some reason the contact libraries do not get blown up, so they're all tiny as hell, which is a little annoying. I used AutoWah last time, and I love AutoWah, but I'm just going to, there we go. I can't say no. Well, that's the wrong note, but that's a little too much AutoWah. Nah, doesn't work for this one. Yeah, we're good. That's what it is. That's off by one. So, I don't think this really needs a whole lot of EQing right now. Yeah, it just gets rid of the lower stuff. Okay, so I'm going to just try to do a simple bass line. We'll see. Mess around with some ideas first. I don't want to like mess around too much with the. I mean, this works. That's no fun. Yeah, bass guitar. I should just record something and move on for now. I really like those slides, but they don't not fit there. They kind of fit there. It's something. Oh yeah, it kind of fudged up there. Try not to swear on street. Not that bad. Yeah, that works. Fixed. That's kind of cool. It's not like fancy, but it has this little zoom to it, you know. And I'm just kind of squish it down a little bit. So I need name for this song. Excuse me. So any suggestions on a name would be pretty cool. How much time are we at? Oh, okay, it's only 20 minutes. My timer is like hidden. There we go. That's a little better. So track names, always welcome. Right now, we just kind of have a basic groove, which doesn't really convey an entire song. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set up a drum rack and just get some general actual drums in there to silky smooth. That's not bad. The bass definitely helps with that feeling. I'm also wondering if I need to add just a little bit of swing to this. We'll see. That's the one. Keep hearing people talking in the background, and I'm not sure if it's directed at me or if it's just my lady on the phone. So I need a kick drum. Yeah. So, a little bit more snap. Nope. That's about the best I'm going to get. Okay. Save this. 2016 0406 Silky Smooth. I dig it. I kind of like the idea of the snares in this basically going, they're shuffling along with like the hats, but they're all quiet except for like the 2 and the 3. I don't know if it's actually going to work. So you have like the snares shuffling. And it might not, but you know, whatever. There. Not those drums. You need like a ghost drum. That's good. Ghost. Too loud. I thought I had a good sample for that. This might work. Ugh. There's some tricks I can do to make that sound a little better, but it might not be the jam. So let's just stick with the basics. Get this going. I do think I need to add a little bit of swing. I am currently at 105. It is up here, but I'm not sure how easy it is to see. Most of my streams the past couple months have been around 100, which I'm okay with. I think I had one like in the 130s, and you know, it kind of ebbs and flows. Mostly for these chill ones, I seem to be sticking around the hundreds. So, basic loop. So, this is before. It's not bad, but when you add the extra layer, especially the snare, so I'm gonna do a little bit of organization, because then I can do a little glue compression on this to help squish these a little bit better together. Mostly the snares. The other thing I might do is, since both of these snares are hitting at the same time, I'm thinking about delaying this second snare, so you have the 2 transients. They're not like right on top of each other. They're like a little bit delayed. And I don't know if it'll work, but I think it will help So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set up a simple delay. And yeah, I'm going to set it to like 5 milliseconds. And the feedback is 0 and the dry wet's 100. So what this does is it basically delays the playback of this audio by 10 milliseconds. So you really can't tell when you're doing this, but when you have both of them together, yeah. So when you hear the snares, so with it off, both those snares are hitting at basically the same time, so it's peaking super hard. But if you delay it just by a little bit, you get the sound of both of them, and it's not as overwhelming, I think, on the compressor. Yeah. I don't need to do any makeup gain. I can fix that in mix down. So it also helps that these are stereo separated a little bit. I don't really color my tracks very much. I should, but I don't. So this might feel a little similar to the track I made on Sunday. And that's okay. Because the Sunday track, if I remember correctly, was a bit of a chill jam too. What am I doing? The other thing I can do is I can kind of just mess around with these. And mostly just so things are varied a little bit more. Because variation helps. And I also can't forget, like, the actual goal of this challenge is to make the song modulate. Okay, so this is turning out pretty good. Like I did in the last song, I'm gonna add a couple toms because everybody loves tom. I thought I had mid-toms and not just high and low, but either I don't remember my alphabet or they're just not here. Yeah, they're just not here. Which is fine. Really, you could get away with just high toms, but don't want to be in triplets. So, we've got bring that volume up a little bit. If I wanted to get really fancy, I could start chopping this up too. Modulation doodle dude is basically changing keys. So let's say you can't really see the piano roll super well for there. So let's go like this. Face cam. So if we have my piano, and I go like that. So, oops. Why is... Oh, good job, Ben. Okay, so modulation, like we're in C. And if we move to F, we have almost the same keys, except for the F sharp. Or in this case, it would be a G flat. But, so if we modulated, so we're basically changing the composition of the notes in our home scale. Yeah, so that's basically what it is. We're changing keys. This is going to look weird because I'll be upside down. Ah, no. I need a better way of handling that. Yeah, so that's basically the goal of this, is to, at some point, and you don't have to modulate like that. You can also just go up a half step for everything. That's also modulation, and you can hear that in some songs, primarily in like the late 80s, early 90s, where if they wanted to amp up the energy near the end of the song, they're just like, oh, and they just play the same stuff. They're just, it's called the trucker's shift, because you're going up by one gear or by one semitone in this case, which I think is funny. So I think in this section, we have kind of like a little introduction. And what am I doing? That should be right here. So I'm thinking that what I can do is set up like a little drum fill, and I don't do a whole lot of drum fills, to be honest. So this will be a fun little, we're in triplets again. I don't want to be in triplets. Okay, so this drum fill needs to be like in the second. And obviously the velocities need to be moved around a little bit so it's not crazy annoying. And I think the general feel should be the same, but you know, just messing around with things a little bit. And after this, I'm thinking about trying to add like an actual lead instrument, which should be good. Okay, just whoops. Just mixing up the tempo a little bit. Make sure that the snares aren't too hammery. Yeah, that's not bad. At least as a start. The other thing I want to do is I want to mess with this. I love doing this stuff. Whoops. And I think doing breakbeat stuff like this is a lot of fun. especially when you do this and there's like these little gaps. I think that works really well. So I'll just take this and duplicate it, and then we can move on. And then this one should be a little lower volume. So when we mix these two together, they should fit pretty well. Yeah. This is a little loud. Actually, no, that's not the loud one. It's the other one that's the loud one. Because the snare hit's right there, so we want to lower this one. And when I was messing around with these chords initially, I had like a final resolution chord, which I will just play. That's too many notes. I got a little too fancy with that. But that's it'll lead into it very well. I also arpeggiated or riffled, or however you want to pronounce it. I did that too much. Sorry, I don't have links on here. I used to, not used to, but I had a lot of spammers when I was playing actual games. You do have a link. I'm trying to figure out how to get that. Link protection. Yeah. Whitelist. Yeah, I got when I first started this stream, I was doing a lot of Terraria. And okay. Eve, you should be whitelisted to well, you can send it to me. I see the link, so I'll just I'll try to grab that, and I trust you as a resource. Let's see. I like it. Nope, too bad. It's going in the song. It's your fault now. If you're okay with that, I'll mess around with it. You're a better bass player than me. That's for show. I mean, if you're not okay with me using that, I won't. But it's better than what I have, that's for sure. Well, like I said, you're better than I am. No, and that's good. I appreciate that. I don't think I'd be able to recreate it though. just because I'm not the bass player I want to be. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to have this move from the major to the minor chord, just because I like how that usually sounds. Notes. The pedal does not help. And it sounds kind of flat right now, but I have a feeling that once we add in the rest of this, I can actually try to use the finger pads for drumming. I'll give it a try. I'm not very good at the finger drumming, but I like to do it. Come on. That was not very good. That's another thing I need to practice more. Like rhythmically, I did okay, but like conceptually, I don't like the idea. I don't think. And having everything like crazy high volume. Collabs. Yep, exactly. One thing I really like to do while I'm on stream is just take random ideas from people. When I was doing the Masquerade theme from the 2-hour track Sunday, my buddy Tim gave me a ton of random samples. And that was a lot of fun. Thank you. I'm trying to figure out the best way to handle this. So the problem is I went from like this to minor, but it needs like a resolution. So we need one more chord in here. So what we're doing is we're going from, what are we starting on? We're starting on F. This is G major. Yep, G major. So what we need to do is we need to find a way to get to D, D7. And I think we can do that. Because I think we're already like halfway there. And this is just like music theory stuff. It's not exactly exciting. And I like the idea of going like, or having a little bit of a entrance for that new root chord before jumping right into it. I think that should do the trick. Maybe. We'll see. So this it's not loud enough, but I also kind of like the idea of this only being 3 beats long. It'll throw people off just a little bit. So 3/4 and 4/4. It kind of gives that sense of improv a little bit, where people are just like, "Yeah, jam out, yeah." I have a feeling that's what people say when they jam out anyway. I've never really experienced it myself. Is that... Okay, they're just really loud. Okay. You got it, boss. And by boss, I mean past Ben. So I think I said this earlier, but how's everybody doing today? See, look at that. Fits right in. Your bass is way better. I like mine at the beginning as kind of just like an introduction to the groove, but so this needs a little bit of work still. I don't like this kick drum, so I might mess around with it a little bit more. Ugh. Either find a different sample or something else. Yep, and we need this. Nothing gets me going more than a slidey bass guitar. Okay, so that sounds good. I need to fix this though. I think part of it is just that this drum rack needs a little bit more presence in the song. So I'm going to add a touch of a reverb. Mostly in the high ends, but it really needs something. And even that, I think, helps a little bit. And I've been told that a touch of overdrive also helps. Yeah. And I am not happy with this kick, so I'm going to find a different one. This is like the same one. Those are too muffled. Those are And it might just be something where I have to find a different thing altogether, because let's see that first of all. I don't generally like compressing these, but I think that it'll help in this case. Because this needs to stand out more. And maybe just a general volume boost as well. Okay, and then we can start messing with this. Get a little bit more of a rhythm going from the it needs to be really short. What's my time look like? Oh, it's been an hour. That's not bad. Okay, and then this goes to C. I almost want to put a really small swing on this as well. And I think that's what I'm going to do. Not a big one, but just enough to give it a little bit more life. I'll try 15 first, but I have a feeling that's too much. First, we'll put it on the drums. Yeah, that's too much. So let's bring it to here, see if the 15 does the trick. Not a whole lot. I think it helps. A little bit of busy work to put all this in. weird? Like, it's before the beat. And it's like, I'm not that far off. I don't know. It's like a mystery. Okay, set 1-1 here. Maybe maybe it is that messed up. So this should be on the 2. I really do not like recording stuff because of this, and that's kind of sad. Ableton, why? I trusted you. Okay. Well, maybe. Yeah. Maybe I'm just a terrible beatboxer. That's a possibility. Regardless, the loop goes till here. So I can set the loop points. And we should be good to go. Around with stuff. If nothing else, it adds like another layer. This time I'm just going to record one. My excellent beatboxing skills pay off. Ugh. These are also very quiet, which doesn't help, but I think that I don't really need them to be loud. They're just there as window dressing, kinda. Get this out of here. But more layers. More layers are good. I feel like this needs to go up. Oh, there's a barfing cat. Come on, kitty. There's quality television right here. There you go. Okay. You okay? I'll be back in a second. Oh boy. I have so many cables and stuff. Hey, Golden Girls Gone Wild. Haven't seen you in a little while. Hope you've been doing well. It's like I have all these cables wrapped around me. I almost fell over trying to make sure the kitty was barfing on a hard surface instead of a carpet. Sorry about not having this playing at the time, but I was also thinking about this during my 2-minute reprieve. I'm thinking about maybe bringing these up a little bit. The second bit of beatboxing or the addition of the cat barfing in the background. I like the idea of having like a 3/4 bar, but I also like the idea of just jamming through these chords as fast as possible to get back to the groove. And I'm thinking that maybe if I go like this, and that way we don't have to worry about this at all. And it sounds kind of janky right now, but when it's put into context, I'll always be grooving. When it's put into context with the rest of this, crap. I think it'll work. That bass bit is effing me up. Oh, come on. Okay. It's getting there. I just have to... And I have to fix the pedals on this because they're all... I just want to just get back to it as soon as possible. Yeah. I think that might work better in the long run. Even if I give more time to that second bit. So if I go da, da, because you can go all the way up to here. And maybe I'm completely cannibalizing this part of the song, but who cares? You know? The weirdest time signature. Well, there was one challenge that early on called Compounding the Problem, where I think I was in 11/8, which isn't super weird. The track I did on Sunday was actually very interesting because it shortened the time signature every time the cycle looped. And that one, I think it started in like 13/8, and then it went down to 11/8, and then 9/8 and 7/8, or something like that. Maybe it was 12/10, 8 and 6. But it was cool to basically try to recreate the melody with less beats every time, like in every iteration. So I am going to do a 3/4 bar. It's just going to be right here. And if you haven't heard those Golden Girls Gone Wild, there's no way to shorten your name. I think I mentioned that before, but it's like every part of that name is just a treasure that you just have to hold on to. Thank you, Doodle Dude. That was a lot of fun. I had a lot of good times making that one. Just because of how odd it was. It kind of jumped all over the place, and I like songs that do that. Okay, so this is the revitalized version of this. I like that better. It sounds a little weird just because I'm so used to the other one, but this should be here. That needs to get moved over too. Boop, boop. As far as this, there's a bit of a gap here. It's a bit of a too much of a gap, really. Okay, so let's do a quick playthrough. That's a good way of thinking about it. You don't worry about theory until after it sounds cool. I like that. Metal's cool like that too, though. Like, I know one of the major things is like Tool, because they bounce around like all over the place when it comes to time signatures. But like, that's what makes that type of music super. I mean, there's a lot of things that make it interesting, but being able to completely manipulate the time signature and have most people not really understand what just happened to them, I think that that's a cool thing. Oops. So what other? Yeah, you kind of do. Not always though. Like, you could play like any chord you want and you could interpret it as some kind of music theory thing. Like, it's all context. Like, I didn't know what I was playing there, but it's just like, as long as you kind of know the general way, like progression and feel of a song, like you can get away with pretty much anything. So now I need to kind of figure out what else I'm going to do with this, because right now it's just a loop with another loop. So we got 50 minutes. Okay, and the other thing I want to do here is, so what note is this? This is a F. I just need to get that. Just get those two notes in real quick. I don't think those are the right ones. Let's see. This shows how like inept I am at this. It's like, okay. I'm getting a ton of emails for like no reason. So A. No, go away. I'm playing notes. You're not. Okay, so I'll just do that. Hits the right notes. I think I overwrote the slide. I did. Gosh. I don't know. I'm running over a cord. Too many microphones. That should be the name for a song. Or a band, I guess. Everybody has their clever band names. Mine's going to be Too Many Microphones. It's alliterative. Everybody likes alliteration, right? I'm going to be lazy. Oops. Yeah, I completely agree with that. It's about it's more about conveying yourself like you know what you're doing more than actually doing it. Like this. I'm trying to find the right damn notes. That was a whole fifth off. That's why it sounded weird. Good job, Ben. Whatever. Another thing I'm going to do with this beatbox is because it's so weird, I'm just going to auto pan it. So it kind of just dips in and out of what you can hear. So yeah, I need to figure out a little bit more. This is kind of a short song right now. I've been messing with this note for like it's like every time I hear this thing loop through, it just sounds weird. Oops, that's not the right one. Ugh. Come on, volume. Work with me. There we go. So we should add something weird. I need something weird to add. I wish I do have one. I'm like, I wish I had a vibra slap, and I think I do. Aside from just saying the word vibra slap. I think I have one in the Little Epic Percussion. Instruments. Combo. All. Because this needs a vibra slap. As made famous by the band Cake. Probably not made famous, but definitely made well known. It's in here somewhere, I know it. It better be in here. Okay, let's try the lower. Yeah! Oh, that's brilliant. It's way loud, but that's okay. How am I going to do this? I think it's an EQ issue more than a volume issue. There's a lot of stuff fighting for the mids right now. Hey, if you own the cake, you can do whatever you want with it. Okay, I see the problem here. It's actually a cycling. So every time you hit it, it's a different sample, and one of them sounds good and one of them does not sound good. So I'm just gonna bounce it down. Because that's the one I want. I'm going to turn this black because I'm not using it. Vibra slap. Okay. Wow, that's really loud stuff. Yeah? I hear you. Yeah, and that's, I don't know how far behind the stream is, but that's what I did. And really, I don't want it to be super crazy into the mix. I just want it to be the idea of one. I think it fits pretty well in there. Overall. Plus it's weird. So I need actual instruments. And I'm thinking that since this is so organic, let's try to goof around with some basic synths. Golden Girls, if I am misinterpreting what you're trying to say, let me know. But I did take the sample that was the better of the two. There might have been more than two, but I wish I could freestyle guitar. That's on my to-do list, is to learn guitar among playing bass, playing drums, learning jazz, piano. But yeah, I like the idea of this just being kind of a jam out track too. Like, I'm totally on board with that. What's the 1/8? I need friggin' glasses to see this stuff, man. I am wearing glasses. I'm aware of that, but so I'm just setting up like a simple arpeggio just to see what I can do with this. Sounds kind of dumb right now, but give it a second. I promise. I need glasses for my glasses. I actually have another pair right here. Then my backup pair of glasses. They're super dusty. I could like double. This just doubles your vision, right? Like, it just makes it better. People usually don't wear them like this because, you know, it looks kind of weird. But, you know, just there. Oh yeah, that's oh my god. That's much better. So right now I gotta actually, let's do this the smart way and just, yeah. What I did is I quantized both the start and the end of the notes, which saved me a lot of trouble trying to figure out. That could work. With a little bit more love, it could work. And it's mostly just for a backing track. Like, it's just there to offer a little bit more motion. That delay's not what I want. It might be cheesy and weird, but this whole song is a little cheesy and weird. So I'm doing a little bit of automation to give it some motion. And then we'll just bring this up. And actually what we can do with this as well is we can bring in that delay. Oh, my mouse is screwing up. There we go. We can bring in that delay after things actually start being relevant for that delay. So like right here, moving on, we can bring that up. Because down in this lower stuff, the filter delay is not going to catch anything. So now when we do this, well, if we cool. I'm actually going to put this right here because we've already got a pretty well established bit right in the front here. Another thing that is easy way to make things sound interesting is to just chop out the first beat. So So not only does this give the song a little bit of a breath, but it also introduces the synth just a little, and it doesn't have to do it a lot. But I pushed the microphone away at some point. I was like leaning forward and talking to it. I don't know how much time I have left. 30 minutes. Why did that oh. So yeah, this is kind of turning more into like backing track territory, which is okay. Like, not every song has to be some kind of magnum opus, you know. Sometimes you just gotta jam out. I'm curious to hear what this sounds like without the first layer of beatboxing. I do like it. It's definitely not my favorite, but it does add a little something. Ant on my wall. That pisses me off. Especially considering the conundrum I had last week. Excuse me. Where a colony of ants decided to start living in one of my speakers, which I have in the breezeway, or like outside my house right now. I kind of sprayed a bunch of Raid on some rags, stuck them in the holes, and hopefully that'll kill the ants. I don't think so, but there's nothing else I can do. It's not like I can crack it open and vacuum it all out. So I feel like there needs to be a crash here. Oops. Let's hit all the wrong buttons and then start a MIDI channel instead of an audio one. And I haven't really added a crash to this yet. So let's do something. I could, but these speakers really don't open very easily. And that's kind of my last resort. I'm doing this to see if this kills everything, and if it does, then awesome. And if it doesn't, then it's like the speaker is basically destroyed anyway, so I might as well try to crack it open and vacuum them out. But they're kind of like one solid piece, so I have a fear that if I crack it open, I'm not going to be able to put it back together. So I need a ride cymbal. It doesn't seem to. Like, when I found out that they were residing in there, I started playing a lot of very loud music, and it did cause some of them to leave. And that's when I shone a flashlight in there and saw a lot of ants. And yeah, it was not a good day for Ben, but I don't know. There's definitely some options left, but I did like contact the manufacturer, and they're like, "Yeah, you could crack open the back, but you know." Did I do that wrong? I did that wrong. It's here. I want that to last basically forever. So I'm gonna increase the feedback near the end too. I will show you in just a second. So I don't know if the here. So you can't really see it, but they're living in these. So these are basically like air intakes or whatever for the thing. So they're in here, and I showed a flashlight in there, and it's just like ants. And there were I think they were carpenter ants. Those speakers are made out of wood. So I'm sure it's just like a buffet in there for them. And I read online that some of the ants eat the glue and some of them eat the wood. So I can't fit like a vacuum cleaner in there just because it's like not ideal. But it's definitely something where it's just like once I know that there's no other option, I'm probably just gonna take it apart and see if I can clean it out that way, because I've been fumigating it basically for the last 3 or 4 days, and it's been below freezing out. So ideally they should all be dead, but if they're not, like I'm probably gonna bring it in tomorrow. And if they're not all dead still, then I'll probably just crack it open and try to fix it that way. But if they've like permeated the wood, then I don't really know what I can do. I mean, it's not like high quality wood, it's probably like particle board or whatever. So this time, when this loops, I want to keep the drums. And since this is a 3/4 at the end here, all this gets shoved up by a beat. And this is a little bit of the lazy way of doing it. So I'll probably go back and like touch this up a little bit. Oh God, that's gross. I can't imagine. Like GameStop, working at GameStop sounds like a lot of fun, but at the same time, it sounds terrifying. Just because, like, usually you're like either the only one there or there's only one other person, and there's some like really sketchy people that go through there, at least the GameStops that I live near. Oh, there's a weird gap there. Does anybody else feel like that sounds really weird there? That might be the... Yeah, I think that's the swing taking over. Pretty much the worst. Yeah, I worked in food service when I was younger, and like it wasn't awesome, but at least it was consistent. Like you kind of knew what you were getting into every day. It seems like GameStop and those kind of more boutique stores, you're kind of rolling the dice every time you walk in the door. Like you don't really, I mean, you have regulars, but you don't have like the same types of regulars. I don't really know what I'm saying. So one way I can make this a little bit more interesting is give it a bit of an intro. And there's a couple ways I can go about that. One that I kind of like is just to start with the drums here. And let's see, we're in. Weird people that want money, yeah. I don't know if this intro is going to work, but I just kind of figured I'd... Come on, there we go. What am I at, 21 minutes? That's not bad. I like that this is a little low key. That's like double time. Because, yeah. It's like the same chord, which is the problem. So for some reason, I'm just not able to grasp what I'm trying to do right now. Slightly annoying, actually. So I think this will work. I also, for those people who are gamers out there, I also just got Enter the Gungeon, which came out yesterday, actually, I guess. And it's really good and really hard. I kind of want to play some more of it. Maybe when I'm done with this stream, I'll just pop over to that game. I haven't done a gaming stream in a long time. Which I don't know. I like doing gaming streams. I'm just not very good at gaming. So it's like I feel bad. it doesn't, I feel like these need to be here, but this is too long of a gap. Maybe they're just too quiet. For some reason, like what I'm hearing in my head is not coming out. Ugh. Yeah, that's better. I'll make this all a little bit louder. I don't know how I feel about that either. Just kind of... I feel like I'm gilding the lily a bit too much on this, and I should just... That's not bad. I mean, you're just trying to get like a simple intro. Yeah, my brain is not working right today. Like... No. Yeah, and that's kind of the basis for a lot of these. Like, I'm not trying to make the next greatest song in the world. I'm just trying to make something cool. I also feel like I'm actually just going to record the notes and then kind of do it manually. Because I only have 14 minutes left and I'm starting to try to be fancy when I really shouldn't be. Oh yeah, those are the wrong ones. Science. I think this is the right rhythm because I want it to go right into that chord. I do like the lead-in chord. I just needed to get like a little bit more of an intro. Yeah, so this is actually supposed to go like, oh my God. Something like that. And then this whole thing doesn't work now, but it's at least a little bit better of an intro, I feel. And it's a little bit punchier too, which I like. I think it will help overall. Man, I really bang on those keys. I need to check my piano. I need to check my piano's velocity sensitivity. I think I have it turned way up. And obviously, I moved these so the pedals all messed up. Yep. Golden Girls, have you heard my track Follow Through? Because it uses basically that same line. I'll try to find the link, but it's basically that. It's talking about how music is something that you should always be working on, but you should not devote your life to one project. You should always be continually making things and just abandoning things when you've gotten as much use out of them as you can. Which sounds kind of callous, but at the same time, it's like you've got to continue to evolve your own, like yourself and your style. You can't just rely on one thing. Let me dig up the link real quick. What I'm going to do in this part right here is I'm actually going to, SoundCloud abstraction. Follow through. So I can spell abstraction right. That might help. Oh my God. There's like 3 typos in there. Apparently, SoundCloud doesn't prioritize it as a song anymore. So this is the link. Check it out when the stream's done. I think that you'd like it. I'm a big fan of that. I'm actually working. I mean, I have plans to work on. I have plans to work on an album revolving around stuff like that. Like just those inspirational quotes and stuff, because I find them really, really helpful when I feel like crap. See, and like you said guitar, and this would also be a good place to like completely just jam out on the piano, like get an actual piano in here, not an electric. But I don't have the chops, and I don't have I can't like learn a solo in 10 minutes. But I'm going to try anyway, because who cares? If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And I mean, technically, I could just... Excuse me, man. Just end the song right there, and that'd basically be good. So I'm just kind of... Is the 3/4 bar there? No, it's here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you should. You know what? I never did the modulation thing. I've been so damn busy with everything else. I haven't actually done the modulation thing, which is the entire point of this challenge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hack the hell out of it. And I'm just going to do the trucker shift. Boop. I feel like such an idiot. So this should. Yeah, I mean, that's so dumb though. You know what? I might just call this one challenge failed. Just because I got so wrapped up doing in my other thing. And technically, I mean, all of these chord progressions, these two these two chords, I think are kind of modulating anyway, because it's let's go back to this. I mean, if I wanted to be technical, this is F7 to, like, well, maybe not. Oh well, I don't care. I didn't do it. Yeah, and you know what? I don't care. To be perfectly honest, I really don't. It doesn't really matter too much. And like I could totally cheese it and just do the shift up by one. The other thing I could do is I could just go over here and do the same thing. Like I could take this and I could go up 7. And like warp. Bring this up 7. There, see? Okay, there. Challenge done. I win. You guys lose. Womp womp. There. But, you know, it feels cheap. I might do it anyway just because I like the sound of it, I think. So... I just feel dumb that I just was not. I was so... Yeah, it sounds fine. It's modulating up to the dominant. So there. I do feel like a dumbass, though. You just do what you can. Of course, now all these are shift it around. Whatever. It's weird. It's fun. Of course, that kind of broke my ability to record. Now I have, what, 3 minutes? Does that say 3 or does that say 5? It says 3. I got this. So. Sure. Oh, I can't do that. What friggin' key am I in? Now I'm even lost. Okay. I figured it out. I only got a minute left. Too high up. Yeah, it's not gonna work. That's like that's like Yoshi's. Whatever. It's no biggie. It's still a cool jam. And like the key change here does allow you to listen to the song like in a fresh way. But there's just nothing going on there. Okay, well, I'll give it 3 out of 5 stars. It's not bad. I feel kind of like a dumbass because I completely missed and forgot the whole point of the exercise or the challenge. But you know, the point is to make something. To be perfectly honest, the challenges are there. The challenges are there to basically put a direction on like where I should go, rather than dictate whether or not I should make something. If that makes sense. Like, all I really want to do is I want to sit down and I want to make stuff. You know, it doesn't really matter what I make. It just matters whether or not I do make something. And I definitely made something here. It's not terribly long, but it sounds cool. And it's got some interesting things going on to it. But, you know, it has some cool like key changes and stuff like that. Then it has the sweet bass guitar that was donated to me by a kind listener. So yeah, that is today's stream. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out overall. So yeah. So if you want to follow me, I guess I should do all the social media stuff because I have like a minute left. You can find me on YouTube at +Ben_Burns. My SoundCloud start over. That's distracting me. I'm going to just turn this way down. So, if you like what you saw today, I'd really appreciate it if you followed my Twitch channel and my YouTube channel. Those are both Ben_Burns, BURNES. If you wanted to get in touch with me, you can find me on Twitter under the same name, Ben_Burns. These have all been showing up in the upper right-hand corner during the recording. As always, I appreciate any signal boosting you're willing to do, but I know that your social medias are very sometimes prone to spam, and I don't want to be contributing to that. You know how it goes. Aside from that, I just really appreciate you guys showing up and hanging out, Like, it's always a good time to have people to talk to while I do this, and there have been streams where I don't have, anybody, and that's cool too. But it's always fun to have people to bounce ideas off of and just keep things moving forward, So yeah, I guess that's about all I have. If you wanted to subscribe to me, you'll get updates as to when I either start streaming or when I release another video on YouTube. I try to do those at least a couple times a week in both occasions. So my YouTube channel does have different content. I have a creative exploration series that I have. It goes out every Monday, and I talk about just creativity and various ways to work on that. I don't know. It's fun. It's pretty early on, but now I have a subscriber to YouTube. So yeah, that's about all I have today. I'm probably actually going to try streaming a little bit of Enter the Gungeon because that game's fun and it's on my mind right now. But I'm going to stop this stream so Twitch has a clean cut, so I'm able to just post this to YouTube without doing a bunch of janky switching things around. So I'm actually going to stop the stream and then probably get something to drink, and I'll probably be back in like 10 minutes. So if you want to hang out here, you're more than welcome to. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one. Bye.